Alright, welcome everybody to the start of a new Let's Play series. We're playing the new release of Age of Wonders Planetfall, the expansion Star Kings, which has come with a lot of really cool new stuff. One of the things that they have now is this Found a New Empire, which is where you progress in multiple games over planets and you take your bonuses with you, and there's sort of a sense of progress. We can also use the new faction, the Oathbound, and I think I'm not going to do an Empire because that's going to be very, very long. I think for now I'm just going to do just like a random game. So I think what I want to do is probably just play on like a regular Imperial world that has a variety of biomes. You can also do the Frontier world, feral, barely colonized world at the edge of the Star Union. Capital world has a lot more like old structures that give like bonuses like health centers and amphitheaters and that kind of stuff. Ravaged world has a lot more like unusable terrain from like wars and cataclysms. Conquered world, this is a really interesting one that they introduced in the last expansion, which I really liked, which is where you have one player against everyone else, and the one player starts with lots of resources and cities and units and stuff, and the other players start regular, but they could be conquered at any time by that other player because they're way weaker. And so I am in the middle of a game of that where it's me and like 5 AI against one really strong AI, and I felt like we were doing really well, and then the big empire came and just destroyed someone in like one turn, so that was a little scary. We have Infested World, which has a lot of like, there's a lot more food and growth and jungle and that kind of stuff, and a lot more of the like bio kind of enemy units. And then a Tomb World, which has a lot of the like the S-Tech. They're like kind of like space Egyptians, so they have like, there's lots more of their tombs and the units from their faction guarding a lot of the sites. So I think we'll just do Imperial World because we could have, you know, whatever happen. We'll do 6 players. Game intensity normal, opponent level normal. I guess I should probably say this will probably be something more akin to like an episode 0 where I'm really just setting things up. So if you want to see the gameplay start, you might check towards the end of this one, or you might even have to just skip to the next one. Opponent level normal, world size, we'll just go with medium. And landmass type, continents, Pangea, or land. Well, let's do continents. I think that'll be the best balance. So we've got a little bit of both. Now we want to do advanced setup because there's a lot of really cool options we can set up in here. So we have, so on game flow, we can set things like what's the chance of the invasion happening, which I think I'm going to set to, let's set it a little, you can set it all the way up to 100. Let's set it lower, because I'd rather just play with the new units and the new faction and not have to worry about it so much. Put the invasion on normal. Maybe we'll turn it up to 50%, but we'll make the invasion a little easier to deal with. And then the invasion will happen around turn 70 if it happens. World events are on, defender strength moderate, spawner aggression normal, AI passivity normal, dwelling mode normal, starting units normal. Yeah, so I just got pretty stock standard normal for everything here. The grails is a new mechanic that's come out, and I've read a little bit about them. They're really powerful things you can capture, so I'm pretty interested to see these. Empire Quest, yes, I do like being able to colonize my own cities. And we'll go ahead and do all of these win conditions. Heroes match player race, max hero count 5, max hero level 20. And then, I know this is controversial, but I put hero resurgence on always because I feel like, and it's not quite as bad in Planetfall as I think it was in Age of Wonders 3, but a lot of times what I would see in Age of Wonders 3 is the AI would do absolutely anything to destroy a leader in your army. They would just throw their units at your leader, put them in horrible positions to die, but as long as they got that leader down, they didn't care. And it felt really like unrealistic and sort of like disingenuous from an army to do that. So I put it on hero resurgence always, so if you win the fight, if your hero dies, you get them back. Now, I don't play any differently. I know that there's ways people sort of exploit this by doing, just a big stack of heroes, and as long as you win, everybody comes back to life. But I'm not going to do that. If the AI chooses to do that, that's fine. I'll just get all their heroes at once when I win. So for turns, we'll do classic. Yep, these are all normal. Yep, okay. And then the world, medium, and then we can change things like how many types of landmarks are there, how many dwellings, how many teleporters are there. And then you can change the NPC factions that show up. Now, some of these I'm real tired of seeing because I feel like I always get the Paragon, for instance, but I'm not going to turn them off. I want it to be as close to random but normal game as possible. So I'm going to leave them on. I think my favorite ones are probably like the Autonoms because they just synergize so well with themselves. It's really fun to build armies out of them. The Therians are pretty funny, but I'm not sure I've made super great use of them. The Forgotten are pretty good. Sci-fish don't really do it for me, but I haven't had a great chance to use them. Growth is fun. Spacers are funny. If I'm not sure if they're super effective, but they are hilarious. So, okay, and so then we're going to select our commander, and we're going to customize our own. Now, I'm going to make a new, like an Oathbound one from this new faction. It looks like superheroes. Oh my god, they all look like superheroes. What are you guys doing? Huxley Wandsworth. Wow, these people look cool. So, okay, so we're going to make a new commander. We're going to make Oathbound. Now, they're a feudal society led by the wise seers and their predictions of the future, guiding the honor-bound paladins in their powerful battle suits to maintain order. So it's almost like, I guess you could say they're almost like a combination in some ways of like the Tau and the Eldar from 40k. But I don't know a lot about them yet. Starting bonus, extra terrain revealed near starting colony. Long-term bonus, positive reputation modifiers last 50% longer. Okay, so they're easier to make friends. Battle suits use arc-based melee attack, so that's like electricity. Seers manipulate probability to control the battlefield. I don't know what that means, but that's interesting. They use arc and entropy damage channels, and their racial ability is Oathbound heroes can link to colonies for economic bonuses. Okay, that's interesting. So they become like seers for that colony to guide them. Now we have to choose our secret tech, and to me, I'll just do, whatever. Let me turn off all of the backgrounds so that we can start from scratch. Okay. So Celestian, Psionic, they would use Psionic and Thermal. So it doesn't really mesh well with what they already have, but it would give me other damage channels. And thematically, that'd be pretty cool. Celestian, sort of holy, priestly type Oathbound paladins. Heritor, they're like the Egyptians. Oh yeah, you get a different starting unit too. Can I click on this? Oh, I can. Cool. Oh, it's having trouble. Doesn't link to it though. Oh, it does to that one. Oops, looks like, did we find a bug? It just doesn't work for me. Oh yeah, this one doesn't link to it. Oops. Heritor will be the, like the Egyptians, entropy weapons, so that would do okay. Harvest essence, reincarnate Aztec mines, and strong attacks against machines. Promethean is like the fire and burn everything down and start anew, so they use thermal and kinetic. Sinumbra uses psionic damage channel. These ones break mines. These ones do a lot of debuffing of enemies, like making them upset so they miss their attacks and that kind of stuff. And they can summon like little shadowy guys. Synthesis, these are like machine masters of machines, so they hack. It says they deploy AI demons in battle. It's not like a unit you summon. That means they like infect allied or enemy machines with like viruses, basically, that either enhance your stuff or hinder enemies. You can even mind control an enemy machine temporarily, which is really cool. Integrate population into the network. They use arc and kinetic, so that's an option. Void tech, use arc and kinetic. Oh yeah, they're very mobile. There's a lot of teleporting and making clones of things, which is pretty cool. And Xenoplague, which is like Zerg-like, where you like infest things and make them into your puppets almost, and they summon like pustules, and later on down the road they infect enemies and they summon bigger and bigger monsters out of them. And your starting unit is the pustule, which is it's got its uses, but it's countered pretty heavily by melee, in my opinion, because they have skitter, so as they run quickly along the battlefield, it makes them really hard to hit with range. But then, the following turn, when they're locked in melee, they just get smacked. At least they've got 40 health, so that's pretty good. So yeah, we're back to... Okay, so I think I want to go with... I think I might go with Heritor. Heritor is really fun, and they have some really cool units. And this will probably meld well since with the entropy weapons, so I think we'll do that. We'll go Oathbound Heritor. And so then now we got to pick our background. So we've got a background, which gives us like bonuses to our empire. We've got a colony supplement if we want a bonus when we start the game. We've got our commander's weapon loadout when they start, and we have a vice, which will give us a point back. Usually I take Kleptomaniac because 10 energy per turn. Let's say the game lasts 150 turns. That's only 1,500 energy over the whole game. I mean, that's a lot to lose at once, but early game this hurts much more than it does late game. So I usually take this because the benefit is you get a point back, and it also means that it says swipe, you stole something during your training, giving you a random mod that works well with your loadout. So usually you'll get like a jump pack or some kind of special grenade or something like that mod maybe. Do I want so I've got a Heritor, so do I want like an assault equipment with like a siphoner staff, so a ranged staff that does entropy, and then a revolver to do close combat, a volt pike that deals arc damage, and a static bomb. So that's basically an electricity grenade. You can also get vehicles, arc damage, and also gives them piloting to start so they can ride them. And this one gives the same thing, piloting and close quarter specialist. It also gives them your warlord vehicle, powerful arc and movement abilities, and a volt pistol. What does this one give? Warden and a static bomb. Or I can get the paladin marquis vehicle, piloting, vitality, support vehicle, and the Watcher's Scrolls, granting Gift of Providence. I don't know what that is. Those are pretty cool, but I don't like to lock my commander into being in a vehicle early. I often do that the second time I play a faction, but I think for now we'll probably start with the Heritor stuff. Could do Oathbound Basic, Volt Pike, and Entropy Revolver. This is Volt Pike, Static Bomb, but you get Close Quarter Specialist and Vitality. What does this one give me? Range Specialist and Steady Aim. So I guess if I can either lock my commander into being a Close Quarters or a range unit. So let's do Close Quarters. Like a real paladin out of whoever this person is. And then I've got, so that gives me 3 points to spend. So that means I can pick, I can start with an extra population and a recreation dome. Energy cache, 250 extra starting energy, which is pretty big. Start the game with a larger starting army. I know a lot of people like this one because it lets you claim land around your starting area a little faster. But I like this data repository. Start with 2 random techs. It gives you a nice jump start. There's hardly really any useless techs. There's a few you can start with that you're just like, I wish I had a different one, but it still gives you a bonus. You know, that's like maybe 6 to 10 turns of research you save, and it also gives you more construction options in your cities at the beginning so they don't run out of things to do and are just stuck making a unit or 25% energy when you want to be doing something else. So that gives me 2 points here, so I think we'll start with, let's see, decrease weapon research cost by 25%, or once per turn when your commander kills a unit in combat, they gain 1 action point. Decreased economy research by 15%. Dwelling trading is 10% cheaper. Secret technology, so Star Union Scholar, secret technology research cost by 15% decreased, and rewards from pickup sites and structures are increased, and covert decrease society operations cost by 20%. If you have +2 covert strength and +2 covert defense. So that makes my covert operations stronger and gives me a bonus against them. I think we'll go martial tradition because I really do like this one. I'm sorry, Merchant Scion. I really do like getting cheaper trading with dwellings because I like making friends with the dwellings and buying their stuff, but I don't want to make armies out of the dwelling armies when I've got this new faction to play with, so I'll go with this one and we'll make the Oathbound research, their weapons easier to research. So we'll go with that. So now we'll click next. Now we get to make a commander. So this is Madison. This is one of the ones that was already made. So I like to start by just hitting random. Okay. I like what I'm seeing so far. Wow, she looks intense in that portrait. Oof. Okay, I kind of like this though. Portrait, her posture is pretty cool too. She looks like aggressive. She's going to aggressively save everyone. She looks like one of those asshole paladins. I'm not sure about her pants though. She looks like she's wearing underwear on the outside, so I think we might change her legs. Okay. Many of these appear to be outer underwear, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Let's go with this one. Let's get the weird... No, the hip thing is clipping through. I don't like that. Is there another torso? Whoa, what the heck? Wow, she is ripped. Okay, these are pretty cool. Maybe I want to put her in armor like this, so she looks like she would actually be running into the front lines and kicking some ass. How does this look? That one's okay. I think I like this first one more. Yeah, I like the look of this. Okay. And then her head item, that's the floaties above her. Okay. Accessory. Oh yeah, we can, can we zoom in? Am I inventing that? Skin color. Yeah, I just like it where it is. And cape. I want her to have a cape. Whoa. This is cool. Like a floating cape. Doesn't match the aesthetic super well. So maybe we'll go no cape. We'll just have her charge in her armor. And then accessory, we can give her like eye patches. Silly looking goggles. Okay. An eye patch. I don't know about that. With those fangs, it doesn't make any sense. We're gonna go no accessory here. That's a bit silly. Okay, so we need a name here. Oh yeah, we need to do the symbol too. And we'll save the commander. I like to save my commander so that they can show up in later games. It's kind of fun to like fight my own creations that I've made. So let's take a look here. Let's see, what looks kind of paladin-y? This symbol's pretty cool. Let's see, what else do we like in here? So these are pretty cool. I like that one. That one's pretty nice. Okay. And then we'll pick, my favorite color is yellow. And my second favorite color is purple. Uh-oh, but I'm also colorblind. Which one of these is purple? Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one because I like how it looks better. Actually, I might swap that to be... No, I liked it the other way better. Yep, that'll do. Okay. We need a new name. I don't like that. Wow, she looks evil in this portrait. Like, Isabel, Marion. Getting a lot of the same name here. Ismenia. Avril. Salua. What should her last name be? So this is Salua. We'll call her Salua the Iron Halo. That sounds pretty cool. Okay. And so we are actually ready to go. Got all of our settings set up. All right, and we'll launch the game.
With guidance from your seers, you must remain confident that you will not falter in your mission. Battlesuits piloted by the elite and just paladins under your command will inspire your people and strike fear in the minds of those that would threaten your kin. As Oathbound, you have enjoyed a perfect society in isolation, but now it is time to enlighten those who have fallen from grace in these savage times.
All right, I like how it sounds. Okay, so we'll make landfall here. Wow, that's really cool. I can't wait to get into this. All right, well, thank you for joining me for episode 0. I know it's a little shorter than usual, but this is a great place to stop. And next episode, we'll jump in and start looking at the new units and looking at... God, that city looks good. That is cool. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll jump in on the next one, and I'll see you then.